In the past couple of years, I have been bitten by the fire bug. FIRE, as some of you might know, is financial independence, retire early. It is the practice of becoming a super saver, one that reduces his or her expenses so much that they save more than 70% of their income and then invest it into channels of revenues. Once these revenue streams start to produce what they call passive income, this grows slowly to the point at which passive income is greater than your expense. Or even better, greater than your active income, the income from your full-time profession. Once this is done, you are no longer tied to your job. This is achieving financial independence. Then, what does retire early mean? Well, literally that. You retire in your 20s or 30s or 40s, basically any time before the usual retirement age of about 65. Of course, retiring early would mean that you have to have the right amount of funds to lead the same standard of living and also have enough money to last your lifetime. Okay, now that I have caught your attention, I am going to focus on the 5 steps of financial independence. These 5 steps are my summary of the common steps outlined by many authors and YouTubers that claim to have achieved financial independence. Welcome to Life Unblocked, a channel where we aim to give you a new perspective about life, including summaries of self-improvement books and tips to improve various aspects of your life. We hope to inspire you, one video at a time. Before we jump into how to achieve financial independence, one has to understand why they are aspiring for financial independence. This is a very personal choice and differs from person to person. However, there can be 3 main categories of reasons. They are: number 1, freedom from money. If we do not have the need to work for money, we can choose a lot of other things to do. We gain freedom from living from paycheck to paycheck. Number 2, freedom from time. We have to escape from the rat race of working from 9 to 5 and the travel to and from work taking away almost all of your waking hours, not being able to spend time with your loved ones, not being able to spend time with your parents who aren't getting any younger or stronger, all of these. Number 3, freedom from location. Not being pinned to the city where you have your full-time job will give you the freedom to live anywhere you want. You could also travel the world if that is what interests you. Or you can move to a different location that gives you the ability to do the work of your choice. One key thing that I learned from all of this is FIRE doesn't necessarily mean that you do not do any work or leave your job completely. You could do that if that is what you want. But a lot of people that choose the FIRE lifestyle do it for the peace of mind and the confidence to be themselves. Imagine the amount of confidence it would give you if you are able to express your thoughts freely at work without having to fear a loss in your appraisal increment, or worse, upsetting your boss so bad that you get fired. I mean, the non-acronym fired. Okay, let's dive into the 5 rules to financial independence. Number 1, a high-paying job plus less expenses. To become a super saver, one has to save more than 70% of their income. There are 2 ways to achieving this. You have to earn more or you have to spend less, or maybe both. While it is quite possible to spend less by choosing frugality and minimalism, there is a limit to how frugal you can be. Research says that the constant denial of things that you aspire for would actually have an effect on your confidence and also create so much frustration that leads to even bigger mistakes driven by impulsive behavior. Instead, there is infinite earning potential. Dust up your resume, get a higher paying job, ensure that you don't upgrade your lifestyle to the new salary levels. Be frugal to levels that you are comfortable with, and you will see that you are close to achieving about 30 to 60% of your income. That's not bad at all. In Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki says that you can focus on lowering your taxes. Taxes definitely contribute to a significant portion of your expenses. In Set for Life, Scott Trench urges you to map your expenses as a pie chart and focus on the biggest expense, such as your house rent. Maybe it is time you adopted minimalism and reduce those things that live rent-free in your house but don't really add any value to your life. Another trick is to go for second best. If you're looking to buy the latest phone with the highest technical specifications, figure out the next best alternative. It could be almost 30-40% cheaper, whereas you get almost the same performance. Rule number 2. Pay off your loans. Let's face it, even though there is something called good debt, almost all of us are not qualified enough to identify it. So take the plunge and become debt-free. You won't regret it. There is a concept called debt snowball. How it works is, you first pay off the minimum amounts on all of your loans. Then you take the smallest loan you have and start to aggressively pay it back with whatever money you can save up. Soon you will get rid of this loan. The confidence it gives you will give you the motivation to take up the challenge of getting rid of the second smallest loan, and so on and so forth, till the snowball finishes off all of your loans. An alternate approach to this is what they call eat the frog first, which is to take on your biggest loans first. Overcoming the biggest obstacle will make it really simple to overcome the other smaller ones and become debt-free. Whichever method you choose, we hope you can be debt-free as quickly as possible. Rule number 3. 6-month emergency fund plus life insurance plus health insurance. The COVID-19 pandemic has taught us something that financial experts have always insisted, that we cannot predict how the future would pan out. So it is wise to take steps to ensure that you're prepared. Take a life insurance for all the earning members of the family. In case they face any situation such as loss of limbs or even death, this insurance money will ensure that you are financially compensated. Take a health insurance for all members of the family. Some insurance providers will give you family plans where you pay a single premium for the whole family and any member of the family can avail the insurance cover for health-related issues. Thirdly, build a safety net. Calculate your monthly expenses and save up 6 times of that money. Keep it in an easily accessible form such as money in the bank or a fixed deposit. Don't forget to reassess your emergency funds based on the lifestyle that you are choosing. Rule number 4. Amass 5 to 10 times of your yearly expenses. This is the tough step. You save so much that you can go 5 to 10 years without needing an income from your job. A better way to achieving this state is to look at developing your alternate income streams. As the financial experts say, investing is the only way to become wealthy. Some forms of alternate income streams include 1. Interest on your fixed deposits. 2. Stock dividends. 3. Charging payments for your services. 4. Rental income from houses. 5. Side project revenues. Once you reach this stage, you achieve a level of happiness that will ensure you will never go back to your old ways of living from paycheck to paycheck. One can argue that you are currently in a position to be financially independent. By now, you would have figured out the passive income streams that will give you the same or more money than your monthly expenses. Rule number 5. 25 times yearly expenses. The achievement of stage 4 would propel you to this stage in a very short time. Once you have amassed 25 times your yearly expenses, you can retire early as well. Meaning, you don't ever need to work for money again. I repeat that this is a choice. You can still work if you enjoy what you're doing. There is a 4% rule that is quite popular. It means that if you're able to only withdraw 4% of your money every year, then the usual interest levels of the remaining money would ensure that it appreciates enough for you to keep removing 4% money every year. That means you live off your money forever. Of course, this means that you have to limit your lifestyle to ensure you don't withdraw more than the 4%. In conclusion, follow these 5 steps to be financially independent. Open your life to possibilities. Escape the rat race. Find your purpose. We hope to have inspired you, or at the very least, made you think about life. Hit like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more such enlightening content. Thanks for your time, and we will see you soon on Life Unblocked.